Thanks much.
Attention, everybody. So here it is to talk about what time of day it is. It's Johnny Rooster.
Jamming to the music here. You know, Matt, even though you are my guest, you didn't hear this song on your ear, but it's playing in the background. It's a little song I wrote. It's called Down on the Farm. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Johnny Rooster. I'm your host. It's Morning Mouth. That's the show. Monday, Wednesday, Friday in Springfield, Missouri. That's what we're all about. The entrepreneurs, business owners, the nonprofits, and of course the performers. Those three groups. If you're interested in being on the show, getting your business, your mission highlighted and featured, it's JohnnyRoosterLive.com and guest sign up. Matt Paasch, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Welcome aboard the ship.
Thank you.
We're in the barn here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of fun here. What we're doing, now that's a little distorted. We're watching an image here at the corner, and the image is compressed. So I'm feeling like I'm taller and narrower. What do you?
A little bit
how do you
skinnier.
like? How do you like
Not
that?
bad.
All right, Matt, you're a graphic designer.
That's right.
We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, but before we do we have our special drop-in here? It's Mr. Jay Cobb. Let's find out if he's in here. Yes, I'm always about startling my guests. Welcome to the show. We're going to do a little trivia right here, right now, to open up the audience into the idea that, yes, you're a graphic designer, but we're bringing in a special guest to do a little trivia. So if you'll come around this way, Jay. The trivia topic is bacon.
Oh, bacon.
And I like bacon, and who wouldn't want to like bacon? Jay, this is Matt. Matt, this is Jay.
Jay.
Hi, Matt.
We are always up
Good
for
to meet you.
something
Me
new
too.
and lively, and what we're going to do is I'm going to read you a bacon trivia question. You write your answer, and then we'll compare who has the closest answer at the end of the segment. So this is what we do. Johnny Rooster Live is about bringing new people together in an environment that they're not familiar with and making them suffer through it in the best way possible so that people can enjoy watching you, and then they'll enjoy understanding you. So our first question here for the bacon trivia is, in what country was bacon first made? In what country was bacon first made? Again, any answer will do. Just come up with what you think. Baconville. Number 2 is how many pounds, there are 7 questions by the way.
Okay.
How many pounds of bacon do you get from an average 200-pound hog? How many pounds of bacon from a 200-pound piggy? Number 3, who introduced the pre-sliced packaged bacon to the United States? And it is a company. What company introduced this pre-packaged bacon to the U.S.? Number 4, National Bacon Day. Now, don't leave an
Is this
answer.
a contest? Can I
No,
win?
it's actually just something kind of fun. If you come up with a funny answer, it's better than a blank. So we'll give you time to fill in.
What was the fourth one?
Number 4 is National Bacon Day. This one I definitely didn't know, but it happens to occur the Saturday before which holiday? So there's a holiday.
That's associated to it. I know this one, but I don't
Oh,
know
wow. And Matt,
Oh,
our guest,
no.
is supposed to be really good at trivia.
Yeah.
Jay, our technician, is not supposed to be really an expert, so we'll find out.
So we're supposed to write down what holiday?
What holiday is Bacon Day right before? It's the Saturday before.
Ooh.
And that would help you because the holiday is usually on a certain day. That's why it's the Saturday before, if that helps.
Shoot.
I've got this.
Number 5, I've got this. I like it. And we do a little smack talk is always appropriate. Right. We've got to liven this thing up. Okay, you're just seeing two men looking at pieces of paper on the screen.
Yeah.
Boring as heck. But we're in front of a barn, and that's not a bad thing. We're talking about bacon, and that's not a bad thing.
That's where you get bacon from.
Nothing bad about that.
Comes from barns.
In fact, I heard that
Right,
pigs, even pigs, enjoy the taste of bacon, which
So
is...
they do have turkey bacon.
That's true. National Bacon Day. Now, number 5, what percent of bacon consumed in the U.S. is at breakfast time? What percent of bacon in the U.S. is consumed at breakfast time?
That's number 5, right?
Yes, number 5. 2 more to go. Now you got a number 6 is what ancient sport coined the phrase to bring home the bacon. Now there's this phrase to bring home the bacon. There is an ancient sport. It's no longer a thing.
Well, that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. This one is totally out there.
That doesn't help. You're right.
It has to do with pigs. The sport does.
The sport has to do with
Yeah, it
pigs.
really does.
And what is the question again?
It's the phrase to bring home the bacon. It came from this sport. They were doing something
what's
with
that one
pigs.
with the pig grease.
There you go. Write it down. You're a good man. Number 7. Number 7 is our final one. When you're ready, how many pounds of bacon is produced in the U.S. each year? And it's a lot. How many pounds of bacon is produced in the U.S. each year? It'll be fun to see your answers. Okay, everybody smiling and enjoying the good time. It's 7 mean and amazing trivia bacon questions. Question number 1, what country? Anybody? Go ahead with your answer.
I said Greece. I said obviously.
Oh, I like it.
Obviously
Greece.
it's
Yeah, there's a lot of
Better than
bacon.
Turkey.
Bacon.
No,
Oh.
no,
I picked Asia, though.
Is Asia a country or a continent? We're going to go geographic.
Oh.
Yeah, technicality.
China.
That would be the... Bzz, bzz.
You're disqualified. I
If
win.
you say China, you're correct. If you say Asia,
It's
it's
China.
too big. It is
I knew
China.
it was over there.
So his geography's
Well
bad,
done.
but his trivia is good.
No, the geography's still good. It's just not
Yeah,
defined.
it's not bad.
I
It's,
mean,
just,
yeah.
it's general.
wrong
I
order.
didn't just pick Earth, you know.
Yeah,
I could have,
you're very
right?
general. Generally speaking, China is in Asia.
I'm changing my answer.
Greece was a
Europe.
good answer because bacon grease, you're not going to have
closer,
bacon
yeah.
without grease. I like that answer. That's a clever answer. Number 2, the question was, I forget, but the answer is how many pounds?
How many
Oh, from a
pounds?
pig,
From
from
a
a
pig.
200-pound pig. How many pounds of bacon do you get? What do you guys
I
say?
said 60.
I said 25.
20 is the answer. So
I
you're
almost
closer.
said 20.
20.
You said from a 200-pound pig.
So
right?
I'm going to give Matt. Matt gets the first one, so put a little check for Matt or an M, some way you can tell that's his. And then for Jay, number 2, I'm going to give that to him because he's the closest. Number 3, what company introduced bacon to the U.S., the packaged stuff? What company?
Something Farms.
Okay.
I said Oscar Mayer.
And you said something Farms.
Yeah.
The answer is Oscar Mayer.
Oh, there you go. Good job.
So even the guy that's not a trivia buff is cranking it out.
I'm making guesses, purely guesses.
Guesswork is good. Number 4, what holiday is Bacon Day?
I'll let you pick.
Right before.
I did Father's Day. It has to be Father's Day.
Oh, I like it. What you say, Matt?
I was actually thinking Easter because I was thinking it moved.
I like that too. They both make sense. This one doesn't. It's before Labor Day. Okay, I get it. There's pig roast on Labor Day, but
Yeah?
you know, it's not a big thing.
I'm going to give myself a
So
check for
I would
that
say
one.
I'd say you both lost big on that one. Oh, you went down like I would have gone down.
Right.
And then the number. What's the next question? I got the answer.
How
here.
many percent of people eat bacon for breakfast?
That's
Yeah.
right. How much percentage for breakfast?
I say 70.
I said 40.
70 is dead on, Matt Paasch.
Yes.
You nailed it. I said 66 when I was playing in the car on my way here with Andrea. So 70.
Because you think of it, breakfast.
mostly breakfast.
If you don't have cereal, you have
You
bacon.
got to think bacon.
Right.
Bacon, breakfast. Number 6, what is that little funny ancient sport they used to do with pigs?
I said 40 because there's 2 other meals.
Well, yeah, yeah, but you
You
got
know
to
what I
think
mean?
most people use breakfast bacon. They're not going
True,
bacon
yeah.
lunch and dinner. But
I'm giving
oh,
myself
that's a
a
nice
check for
idea.
that one,
Hey,
too.
I had bacon. I had,
We gotta watch this guy.
last night
Watch
I
this
had
guy.
bacon meatloaf.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
You know,
It can't be
Ooh,
done.
I'm having that
there's
tonight.
some other
I can send
really
you the
cool.
recipe.
I need it.
So the
You
the
do
ancient-
recipes?
He does, and I've got bacon recipes too. I mean, we could. This guy could have a cooking show.
You should.
Oh, he should. I'm almost
Maybe.
ready. I can almost smell the bacon.
Sorry.
But then I walk by the men's room and it's just...
it
Okay,
goes, yeah.
so what is your answer to the ancient sport?
It'd be hog tying.
Hog tying. Good answer. What is yours?
Greased pig chase thing.
That's exactly right. Catching a greased pig.
Yes.
Grease pig.
Man, this rookie is really getting you, Matt. I don't understand. He's a good guesser. And the last
I
question.
am a good guesser,
How
that's
many
all it is.
pounds of bacon in the U.S. every year?
100,000.
10 billion.
Neither one of you is anywhere
I know.
near it.
Near it.
So let's reconfigure. One of you is way too low and one of you is way too high.
I'm way too low.
I'm going to go with 1 billion.
Okay. Yeah, reconfigure, recalibrate.
That's what I
Matt,
meant. I don't know where
2.5
that
billion.
0 came from. I meant
Oh
1
my
billion.
gosh, the answer is 2 billion. You say 2.5 and you say 1. Technically, he's a
closer.
little closer, so Matt Paasch gets that one.
Yeah. I'm
2
still
billion
giving myself
pounds
a
of
check.
bacon. I don't think I
'Cause
want to
I-
eat 2 billion pounds of bacon, but the U.S. consumes that in one calendar year. Thank you, Jay.
Excellent.
Now let's go through the answers. Let's see how many honestly did you get.
I say we're tied.
Is it a tie? There's 7. How do you tie with 7, huh?
Well, no, because we both missed the holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, but he's kind of jumping in a little liberties here. The rules of bacon is number 1, there must always be bacon in the fridge, always.
Yeah. I need to get some.
Another one is I
I have
ran
about 4 pounds of bacon in mine.
I ran twice today. Ran out of bacon, ran to the store to get some more.
Right.
And then the last one is thou shalt always consume bacon on the Sabbath, and then again on the Mondayth and the Tuesdayth and the Wednesdayth and so on.
Yes.
So that's how you consume
Bacon every day. I love bacon.
Bacon
Right.
daily. Well, thank you, Jay Cobb, for being part of our bacon trivia, and you did very well. Your consolation prize was going to be a raw strip of bacon, but we didn't do that.
Oh, man. See, I know we were eating it.
You ran
I know you
out?
like it.
You
Oh,
ran
no.
out. You need to stock up.
Consuming raw bacon is not a recommended behavior.
Not recommended.
Thank you, Jay.
Although they have
Don't
everything
want that.
from bacon soda, as in to drink, which I've tried, and I've had.
There's our quote for the day. You want to read that, Matt?
Bacon is the duct tape of the kitchen. It can fix anything.
That's right. Bacon fixes everything. I'm not going to let it fix cottage cheese because personally I'm not a cottage cheese person, but I will let it fix almost everything else.
Have you ever had a bacon shake?
Not.
Milkshake?
Not.
Okay. You've had probably a milkshake or whatever with peanuts, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's very similar except for peanuts are crunchy. Bacon's a little bit more tender. Same salty taste, and it's actually pretty good.
Bacon shake.
Bacon shake.
Shake and bake.
Shaking things up.
Shake and bake, bacon shake. I like it. All right, so how fun is that? Matt, you're good at cooking. You're good at chefery.
Somewhat good cooking, as
Or
long
you-
as I can eat it.
I noticed you destroyed a pot pie recently.
Right.
Tell us what happened.
Well, we tried gluten-free biscuit mix instead of getting the pre-made biscuit. You know, you get those
Sure.
cans, and
Yeah.
oh, that's easy,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, I got some and I
Amateurs.
just didn't make it as well. It tasted really good, you know, because when
That's
it
what
came out of
matters.
the oven, the dough was nice and kind of a little crispy, but still doughy on the inside. So it tastes good. Just didn't look as pretty as you want it.
Well, looks aren't everything.
I agree with
thank
that.
goodness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank God. But taste matters.
Taste matters.
When you're cooking.
Right.
So your family, do you cook for your family?
For the most part, yeah.
And do they consume everything?
They have to.
Yeah.
If they,
That's-
let's say they want to go hungry.
It's
right?
like, but do they enjoy the taste of
For the
what you
most part.
prefer? I can imagine because I'm
the
already
most part.
getting hungry thinking about you in the kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna have to reconvene at another time with you related to
Bringing
the
something.
kitchen. We'll bring a remote. We're gonna do something. This is my goal. That's my dream. Everybody, get out of the farm and into the kitchen and have something good.
Well, you'll have all the ingredients. You're at the farm, right?
grab over. Okay, eggs are fresh.
Yeah.
Bacon. Well, that's a little more
A
complicated.
little bit more complicated.
Well, we don't have a lot of time to prepare a lot of bacon, but we do have some time to talk about your career.
That's right.
Because it's amazing to me that you were doing radio and then you jumped into your own thing.
Well, you may think that. I've been doing graphic design for over 15 years
Okay.
professionally. I worked for Bass Pro, and I did then Christian radio for 9 years. Actually got into Christian radio doing graphics. It was then that they said, hey, you like being on air, you know the music, jump on. So For the
That's
most
right, you
part,
know the
the
music.
FaceTime, and you hearing me, yes, I'm on air, but I'm also was behind the scenes doing a lot of the graphics, so the banners and logos and things. And so now that I have my own business, I'm able to create logos, social media graphics, any printed material that
Yeah.
you want. So
That's
I love it.
Okay, so you did graphic design, but there's a lot of changes in the industry because of computer technology.
Right.
But is there some basic stuff that people just need from day to day that you can provide that service?
Right. So everybody likes going and doing graphics for their posts on social media, and they want them to, stand out. And you see them occasionally, but then some of them have very poor quality. And yes, they're still reachable, and yeah, they're still noticeable, but you may see them and you're like, wish I had something a little bit better. And you can pull stuff off of Google or the Google Images.
Yeah.
However, for me, I can help small businesses and individuals who are trying to promote themselves make those posts to have a little bit of their unique look. I'm all about uniqueness.
Well,
I
of
have my
course.
own unique look. You have your own unique brand and look, and that's what I go for.
Well, that's great because everybody's got their own personality. Everybody has their own thing. And
That's
that's
right.
why when I started this broadcast, I wanted it to be about bacon and about trivia because I think those are two topics that you enjoy.
Right.
And if you're looking at your customer, you've got to figure out what's their persona, what do they want, what can you evaluate in advance?
Yeah,
if you
and I
don't
like
know something?
seeking their audience. So we find a little bit of trivia on
Okay.
what their audience may be. If you're a travel agency and you're looking for that certain type of graphics, well, then Mother's Day is coming up here in 2 weeks?
Okay.
Right? Well, you have the idea of, hey, do you want to send your mother on a cruise? Do you want to take your mother
so
on
you
a
kind
cruise?
of take that from the holiday and
Right.
the travel.
Yeah, and make it fun. Make it interesting. You love your mother? Do you want to go with her or send her away?
I kind of I relate to what you're saying because I'm trying to craft something for my guests and their business life and put a cartoon on it
Yeah.
or do something else creative, and that's what we've got. Commercials are coming up here in about a minute, speaking of, and we have sponsors. So how I'm getting that is a lot of you guys, if you have your own business, you want to be part of the program, you can also sponsor this program, but more important, you get the clips for your own platforms. That's what I want to do, is make sure that you're a business owner, you're going to get a personalized cartoon or a personalized commercial, and it's not done anywhere else. It's one of a kind. It's only about you and how you relate to your customers. And I like what you're
Unique
saying,
spot,
because
yeah.
that's exactly what I'm trying to do here as well. A lot of us are trying to interpret how do they relate to their customers and who are they trying to reach, and how effective can we be with that.
Because you want to connect.
So your graphic design's been around for 15 years.
Right.
You're now applying it full time,
Full time.
which is a leap of faith, perhaps.
Very much so. Very much a
So-
leap of faith.
As we go into our it's 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I heard wrong.
17.
The voices in my head are not necessarily accurate voices. No, you're good. You're good. Okay, thank you. If the voices in my head are louder, my ears work better. That's
Right.
the way it is.
Well, for me, I'll give an example. You have ideas. For me, I like adding creativity to your ideas.
Okay.
So just to make them pop, make them more special and unique. Because a lot of people have ideas, they just want to get it through. And with my designs, you may have an idea for a flyer or a banner. You bring it to me, give me the information, and then we go from there, adding that creativity.
Are they able to ask the right questions so you can help them?
I have.
Or do you wish you were asked something? What was that something they need to ask?
Well, some of the things they just need to think of: what the theme, the target, the colors, and perhaps even just a generic idea. And I even have sheets that kind of help and kind of pinpoint little things. And once we get that narrowed down and the mind's thinking of the brainstorming, then we're good to go.
So we got pencil and paper. Are you saying theme?
Brainstorm. Yep.
Target.
I call it a brainstorm. We have
Okay.
theme, colors, the topic, what audience do you want to reach.
Is this called branding? Is that what that is, or does it matter?
I
There's
just
so
call
many
it,
big terms.
There's
for-
so many big terms. I call it brainstorming because if you're going to make a post, you want to brainstorm of all the things for your post.
Okay, So brainstorming, we're going to go to a break in about 30 seconds, but as we get into that, I'm going to come back with Matt and we're going to go through a scenario of a theme. We're going to come up with just some general thing and go through these different topics if that's all right. You're going to practically work through this because we want to provide information that's helpful, and we also want to steer people right back to the knowledge that you have to help them.
Sounds
And I
good.
appreciate you being on the program.
Well,
in
thanks for
this
having me.
remarkable and alarmingly spontaneous way. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll be back after these messages.
So I have talked to some people about writing a book, and I just don't feel ready yet. I feel like my story is still building.
So that as we're selling it behind the scenes product, our investors are recouping their money without having to worry about how good the film is or if it gets bought or things like that. And so that was kind of what interested them, was their risk was a lot lower than normal whenever you invest in
People
a
will
film.
pay for education. Homeowners will try to DIY a job with the most ridiculous items, like a mat screwed to the roof
Oh my.
to fix a leak.
I mean, electrical panel inside of a shower unit in the basement.
Yeah, I mean, the most ridiculous things, just what they think is saving money will cost 10 times more.
God, I love you, and I know that we don't understand life. It's terrible what we don't understand, but you understand things. Just speak life and healing into Janet's body. We know that you can do anything, but we also trust that you love us enough to allow us to endure life in different ways. Janet is a warrior. Thank you for her inspiration. Thank you so much. Hey, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Wave.
If I let fear get in the way of things that are happening in my life right now, I might allow negative to continue and allow things that are not okay to exist because of fear. Because when you do allow yourself to be real, it lets other people's barrier down and it lets them be real.
And we're back, and it's always good. We've got Matt Paasch here, but just to say, you're on the Johnny Rooster program watching this on YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you may be watching internet, TV, and radio. Our goal here at AMG Broadcasting is to bring to the front small business owners and highlight and feature them in delightful, surprisingly fun ways. That's exactly what I'm doing here with Matt Paasch. And if you're part of that, JohnnyRoosterLive.com guest sign up will get you on the list to be on the show. Find out more about what we can do to help you promote your business. Exactly what Matt Paasch does with MLP Graphic Design LLC. There's
Yep.
all the forms.
Yep, make it all nice, official. As you know, my last name is Paasch, and
Yes.
we are very, I say we, my wife too, and my family, we're very passionate about what we do. And I love helping and assisting people, whether it be individuals or even businesses, because I want everybody to have a success. And that's how it is when I approach my talent in being able to do graphic design. So when you come to me with, hey, I need graphics for this, let's say there's about 5 weeks in a month. Okay, and so you may want a steady 5 graphics each month. Come to me, we'll sign an agreement, and I will guarantee to work with you for a certain amount every month and provide those 5 graphics.
Okay.
Now, it may be hard to come up with, well, what 5 things am I, that one thing a week am I going to come up with? You can come up with a theme for the month. You can come up with a thing like, I don't know, Tip Tuesday, giving your Tuesday tips, or you could do a throwback Thursday, something similar like that. For my clients, I provide them what I call a brainstorm planner. It's a simple sheet that I have put together and designed. It's unique, and I love it because my clients are able to sit down and with this come up with at least one post. This one picture, one post, it gives things from topic, theme, the colors, the audience, website links, and of course, what they want in the image. That brainstorm, it gets those creative and planning ideas in their brain, comes on a piece of paper, they give that to me, and I have everything I need to work with to be able to create that image that is unique and specific for them in their post.
Well, so this is primarily for social media platforms.
This is for
correct?
social media, right? And I'm working on other right now, since my business has officially started full time. I'm finding these tools that I need to make sure I have the right communication with my clients, because I want to do the best for them, and by providing them with the materials they need. So I have actually another sheet that I'm working on if they want to come to me to design a logo. Now, a logo, I would like my work as a logo to be so beneficial to them that that logo can last more than 2 years and farther, because
Sure.
that is your image.
Yeah, that's the...
Now, they can go to a place like Fiverr and get one of those images, but if you actually do your research, the people at Fiverr, they're just taking stock images and using it amongst the same type of their clients.
Okay.
So your logo that you get from them may be something that is being used by 6 or 7 other people.
So they're not exclusive.
With it. It's not exclusive at
Oh.
all. They may change a little bit of stuff, but that image is still...
Generally, it's there.
Right. And so with that in mind, is that a good representative of you if you want to be unique and yourself? No? Come to me.
So it's not
I'll help
about
you.
saving a few bucks. It's about your brand that you want for your company and lasting.
And sometimes when you get it from the cheaper services, that you don't get all the files that you need to be able to take it to a printer to get it professionally printed, and you actually have to pay a little bit extra for that printer to adjust it for the printing. When you come to me, I'll give you the files ready for print, so that way you don't have any problems. And if you do have any problems, come to me. I'll make sure that you have the right file format.
If you guys are just checking this out, this is a program that's designed to help small businesses get their word out. What we're talking today on Johnny Rooster Morning Mouth is Matt Paasch. He is the owner of MLP Graphic Design,
That's right.
which is not a clever name. It's your initials.
That's my initials.
MLP, but it's easy to remember if they know that your name is Matt L. Paasch.
Right.
That's going to be easy for you to remember. You'll never forget your own name.
I'll never forget
But
mine.
you're branding yourself. You're branding others by the way you present. And going the cheaper route on Fiverr or some other source is not always the best.
It's not cheaper in the long run.
No, because it's going to cost you more business.
And then what happens when you come to find out the logo that you had purchased through Fiverr actually was an image that's stolen by another company that
Yeah.
is being used?
Yeah.
Then you could be in legal trouble too.
So what I wanted you to know is, as an audience, I personally know Matt Paasch, and I also know several of his clients, and he's done work for, and I hear them speaking about his work. So there's a cleaning company, and they have Park and Rachel. They love your work. And are you designing a label?
I
for their
designed a
cleaning
label
product?
for the cleaning product, and
It's not a usual thing.
No, it's not. In fact, we had some fun trying to figure out to get it printed on labels that would actually stick and not come off.
Yeah, because that stuff can really peel off of there
Right.
if you don't have the right.
Well, it's a cleaning solution,
Yeah, so
if
it's
a cleaning
gonna clean-
solution.
it'll clean that label off.
Right. So that was a little bit of a challenge, but getting all that right information on that label. And of course, I get excited and I am very proud of my work. So I am very dedicated in making sure that my clients are happy, because if my clients are happy, then I'm happy as well. I never want to treat anybody wrong because I want to do my best.
Do you feel like your clients, they have this sheet? I think it's brilliant to have an outline for them to come up with the topic, the theme, the colors, the audience, the web links, the image. It's something that the business person has to come up with, or the customer. In your case, are you working for business owners or for individuals? How are your clients set up?
How are my clients set up? Well, any way that they want to. Some individuals have set themselves up as a personality, so to speak. So
kind of like Johnny Rooster.
Kind of like Johnny Rooster, which I could work with you and set a main business. Now then, there may be a business. I'll give my wife, for example. She's a bookkeeper and accountant. It's her, and then she has her people that are under her, that her assistants and those who help with the bookkeeping. And her image and her branding identity is what we try to make sure that is consistent through all of her material. And that way, when people see her logo or the branding image, then they know, hey, that is her business and that's what they stand for. So it keeps it different and keeps it specific for them. So I can work with individuals or businesses to help promote them in the best way.
Well, the individuals you work with, are they solopreneurs though, really?
Right.
They're kind of doing, because why would you brand and go to all the trouble with a logo unless you're marketing something?
Unless you're marketing something.
But typically you're working with people that are decision makers of a small company or business.
That's correct.
And you live in Springfield, Missouri. And so if people are in this area, that would be the way to go.
I was born and raised here, and I love things like Route 66. I like the history of Branson, and just the Ozarks, the hillbillies, so to speak.
Yeah, the country
and
music.
I love it.
Yeah.
So it makes us unique, and we even have unique themes throughout the Ozarks. We have everything from cashew chicken. We have Bass Pro, so we have fishing. We're known as the cave state, and we have tons of caves here in the Ozarks. So there's a lot of theming. Of course, we live in the Queen City of the Ozarks, so there's a lot of branding that's based on that as well. So you see some companies that will actually take that. Well, I can expand on that idea as well and help companies have that recognition.
I'm looking at your brochure here, and it's called MLP Graphic Design, passionate about adding creativity to your ideas. So you're helping them with their own ideas. You've got brand identity. If you're having trouble figuring out who exactly you are, don't sweat it. So you're here to help with that. Trying to brand who, sometimes people have a great business concept, but they don't know how to make it visible to the public, to their audience.
And that's correct. I mean, we have some that, I've worked with people that, let's say that you have a show that is specific on vinyl records or vinyl, music that's on the vinyl records. Well, then you want everything to have that retro look. Now vinyl is coming back, so there's people that love and enjoy that sound. Well, you want to speak to them, so everything should have that look or that theme. That way when they see it, they're like, hey, there's the vinyl records.
Yes.
Same when you have a lawn service. You want everything, you have grass, you have mulch, and you have a lawnmower. Those are three elements right off the top of my head that you want to kind of put, because you don't want to have something that misrepresents you. You want something that has that theme, but you also want it unique that someone else doesn't have.
If they already have an existing business, then they already have a logo. Do you help them improve their logo?
I can.
How do you say your logo sucks in a nice way?
I've had some people that say, hey, I want my logo to be more clear or more crisp, and some have logos that have been sketched and poorly put together. I can then take it and make it into a vector image, so that way they can put it on their signs.
Describe what a vector image is.
Okay, the easiest way to think of a vector image is basically just like a font. Every time you use Times New Roman, you bump it up 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. It's all done by dots that are mathematical equations from one to another. When you bump up those fonts to, let's say, 72 points, it still looks crisp and clear as it did when it was 6 points.
Okay.
Right? And that's because it's a vector image. Same with the logos. You can have, they're all points that have mathematical numbers, so that way when they make it into a billboard, all those lines become nice and clean and crisp, so it looks great and straight, not pixelated like those poor images. Or if you think pixelated, think of your digital TVs now when something interrupts your antenna and you have that pixelated look. You don't want that with your logo. You want it nice and clear. You want it in HD quality. High definition.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question off camera because I have a real world situation that I want to talk to you about.
That's fine.
And more power to you, because I definitely want to help other people, and I also want to help you. So if there's a way for this broadcast, which the mission is to raise new fans and grow new fans. I use that word because it's an entertainment industry thing, for businesses as well as entertainers. If there's a way to do that for you, what is a good way we can do that?
The biggest
fans are talking about you.
The best part is awareness. Same thing with me. When I work with my clients, I am so proud of my work that I'm not afraid of sharing it with the world. So I'll post it and tag them on the social media saying, hey, look at this business card I created. Hey, look at this new advertisement. Take a look, tag. Well, it tags them, puts them in social, and it grows that circle even more worldwide.
Okay, so tagging is helpful.
Tagging and sharing and liking. And it's amazing what something that organic can do on social media. It's just like word of mouth, just a little bit faster.
If you guys are watching this, we encourage you on the morning drive, the show right before mine. They say like and share and tag, and I'm tagging these shows on Facebook. I'm trying to get new people and then a steady group following this. And I want a steady group following you that knows about what you do, not just a customer, but people can refer you that may not need your service.
Right, because everybody, I mean, you may not need graphic design right away, but you might know somebody, and it's a help.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely is. Guys, what is our clock saying? It's 9:30, 4 more minutes. So we have 4 more minutes. That's pretty good in the broadcasting world. That's a pretty good chunk of time.
Well, one of my ways
What are some things you want to say?
Well, one of my things is I'm very unique in my own way. One of the things that I like doing is driving my Matmobile.
Yes.
Okay. It's a car. It's a
Little
VW.
Volkswagen.
It's a 2014 new Beetle. It's black and it has flames. I did that as a promotion myself. I wanted to get flames on there, but we're paying car payments. We didn't have money, so I actually got sponsors. I said, hey, if you pay so much for this project of putting flames on there, I will tag your company in a Facebook post once a week during the year. I ended up with at least 6 sponsors for my car, and yes, I tagged them, but when I tagged them, it actually tagged the rest of them at the same time. So when it showed up on their news feed, it also showed up on the others' news feed. So it was a collective. And if you go look up at the Matmobile on Instagram, it's even followed by the Springfield Police.
Wow, that's wonderful.
So it's a great way of promotion, and that's the same type of ideas that I'm wanting to use for my company and my clients, because I'm wanting to help my network grow, because when my network grows, the attention also helps me as well.
That makes sense. Like, tag, share.
Like, tag.
All the above.
And have fun with it at the same time.
Of course. So starting out this program, I had some trivia, some bacon topic. We wanted to make it relevant to you. You're making your product relevant to the customer by having them fill out this brainstorm planner that you came up with that helps them come up with their topic, theme, colors, audience. In other words, the business owner, the leader, is making really clarity on what they really want to say and look like.
Right. I can't read.
They may not know.
I can't read your mind.
Yeah.
I don't need to read your mind.
I
have enough trouble with mine. But having that as information and the best communication, I want that to, so that way nothing fails and everything progresses and moves forward. That's my way of assisting you and adding creativity to your idea.
Then once those ideas are visible, then you're sharing them, you're tagging, you're continuing that process.
That's right.
And updating it.
That's correct. Keep it going and keep improving and just helping the community by providing the information and the creativity as I can.
So there's just one more business that you've been able to connect with. Again, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 to 9:40 in the morning, we're here presenting those kinds of people to you so you can understand who they are, get to know them in a delightful, and my tag is to do that in a surprisingly fun way, because I'm a task person first, but right behind that is I like to have fun. So my personality is get her done and let's have fun. So you guys are wonderful, as they say in 45 seconds, and the voices in my head say that. We want to say, Matt, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
If there was anything that you wanted to remind people of, this would be a good time to do that.
Well, just be able to get your name and your brand out there. That's the best way to grow your business, and I can help and be an assistance. Go ahead and let me know. John, you're the same way with what you have going on here. We're just out here to help you.
That's right. We're like a team. We're networking together, and we want to be part of your life, helping you grow your business or your nonprofit or your entertainment career. Whatever that is for my show. For the graphic part, this is Matt Paasch. I'm Johnny Rooster. We are signing out, and I'll see you on Friday when I'm going to give away not one but 2 Village Inn pies. So stay tuned.